What's going on, Excel fanatics? Verdexes here. Today I want to show you how to name a range in Excel. So if you're already familiar with VLOOKUPs, this is just an example I'm going to be using. Then I'm just going to kind of walk through as if you already know. If you're not too familiar, definitely click the link to check out one of my older videos to learn a little bit more about that. But in this video, I'm going to be talking as if you already know what a VLOOKUP is. So with that being said, I'm going to just start off with an example using the name, so Ted, and then I want to know the age, right? So this is just my small workspace. I'm just going to move this down a little bit. And so with a typical VLOOKUP, right, so you can do equals VLOOKUP. I want to find Ted, so I just click this cell. Table array. I'm highlighting all the way. I'm going to just highlight the whole thing in this situation. So that's B2 to E7. I'm going to hit F4 to lock the cells so that Excel knows not to change this table array for whatever reason, just to always reference this range of cells. And that's important. That's what we're going to talk about in a minute. Comma. So with the age, we know it's in the third column, right? So we're starting with B, 1, 2, 3. And then false for an exact match. Right, so Ted 21 can confirm that that's correct. So why am I talking about the ranges here? So as I mentioned with this B2 to E7, just locking that in, it's always best practice to hit F4 when you're referencing a table to make sure that for whatever reason Excel doesn't start moving the range as you're trying to, maybe if you copy and paste or if you drag down the formula. So that's why it's always best to do that. If you don't feel like, if you maybe forget to do that, sometimes what's a good idea, and it might help you stay a little more organized, is actually if you name it, right? So how do you do that? So going from B2 to E7, in this space up here is actually where you can just hit backspace and type in any name. So I'm just going to call this my table and hit enter. So now if I actually highlight that range again, my table, you'll see that saved right there. So now let's see how that affects the VLOOKUP if we wanted to use that, right? So if I use mark and I do another VLOOKUP, so equals VLOOKUP mark table array. So now we can use my table. You actually could start typing it out, right? So my table, and you see it actually appear right here. So that saved that range, and you can confirm that as it highlights the range that we want, that we used actually in the previous VLOOKUP. So column 3 for the age, false for exact match, and mark 33. And that's all there really is to it. Just another way for you to be organized and another way for you to lock the cells if you need. Thank you so much for watching. I hope this was helpful for you. Please don't forget to give us a like, and if you want to see more content, don't forget to subscribe. Thanks again, and I will see you guys in the next video.